job, baby. Woo!
Jason Clark here with Hooks, Horns, and Spurs Outdoors. It's been a long time since we made any of these videos, and I am glad to be back. Life kind of took its toll, been real busy. We didn't get really the turkey hunt a whole lot this year, so didn't get any videos. I did go to Africa, but didn't film any of that. But this first hunt this year was pretty special to me. It was actually myself and two buddies. One of those buddies was a guy I've known since I was 4 or 5 years old, went through school with him. He wanted to go to Texas, and I said, man, I got the place to go. Another one was one of my best friends that I got into deer hunting once I joined the military. Real good dude. And good thing is we all went to Sotex Outdoors, which is in Poteet, Texas. Owner was Pat West Jr., and we all had a great hunt. Unfortunately, I didn't get my kill on camera, but did get some great video footage of Adams. But you will get to see some great footage of the animal I did harvest. And you know, it was just a great time. It was good to see my friends, hang out, and also good to bring y'all some footage. Pat is awesome. You know, I've turkey hunted there 5 or 6 years, and I've deer hunted there 3 or 4 years now, and it's always a blast, always been successful. Tons of game, whether that is deer, turkey, hogs, javelina, whatever you're looking for. Pat West is the guy to see. You know, like I said, I can't say enough good things about Pat. He goes above and beyond trying to make sure you get the trophy you were looking for. So this first hunt this afternoon, we drove all day, left the day after Thanksgiving, drove all the way to Pat's, got in the blind, and I wasn't in the blind 5 or 10 minutes and already had deer movement. First thing that come out was a doe, followed by a young buck chasing her, and you know, it was nice just to sit back, relax, and watch these deer.
Alright y'all, Jason Clark here with Hooks, Horns, and Spurs Outdoors. I know it's been a minute, but here we are back again at Sotex, trying to get some big bucks on the ground. Aren't doing any trophy hunts this year, so everything's gonna be management, but he's got some management deer here. That's, you know, 140, 150, so that's kind of what we're looking for. So hopefully we can get something going. As I sat down, I already had a doe get run out here by a young buck, low 8 point. So weather's great, besides a little warm, but you know, it's misty rain, chance of rain all night, so deer should be on their feet this evening, and hopefully we can get one down. Stay tuned, and I'll bring y'all some good footage, hopefully. Like I said, Jason Clark here with Hooks, Horns, Spurs Outdoors. Glad to be back, and hopefully can bring y'all some good video footage of this hunt.
So, not long after those, the doe and the young buck fed off, I had 5 or 6 does in there. You know, I kind of thought, because it rained all night the night before, I thought, man, we're gonna have a great afternoon hunt. It'd been raining and drizzling that afternoon, and I'm like, okay, you know, it's the start of the rut. There's got to be some activity going on. We've got to see some of these mature bucks starting to get on their feet. And it wasn't long after these does eased in till we started seeing some more. So after these does fed off, it wasn't long, and I could see tines moving through the trees. And initially, I got the binoculars up, thought, man, that's a really nice buck. For this hunt here, we all went here on a management hunt, which means we could kill any 8 or 9 point on the ranch, but anything above that was considered a trophy. There wasn't no trophies being shot on this particular property this year. So I get a binoculars on, I start looking at him, I realized he's a nice buck, probably 120 inch-ish, 10 point, that's maybe 3.5 years old. But it was great to be able to kick back, watch him. He didn't really bump them does around a whole lot. He come in, ate around, and he kind of pushed them a little bit. Like I said, the rut wasn't in full swing. I think we probably missed it by about a week, probably about a week earlier. They were still bucks together at the feeders. Wasn't a whole lot of fighting going on, but it was still great. Sit back, watch this 10 point in his environment, and he kind of eased off. But it wasn't long after that, and we had more deer activity. So this next buck that eases in actually is the buck I end up shooting. Reason I didn't shoot him sooner was, for one, I could tell that right here on his G4 on the left side, I could see something. We wasn't supposed to shoot any 10 points, but once I talked to Pat and I got to go ahead, I knew that if given another opportunity, I was going to try to take this buck. He come out there, I got real good footage. He hung out for a while. As you can see in the footage, he hung out. Then the 10 point came back. I watched him for a while, and then a big 8 point come out. This big 8 point was very, very tempting to shoot. He had real long main beams, real long G2s, great mass, and his main beams kind of come around and pointed down. However, I've got a lot of 8 points mounted, only have a couple 9s, so I was more interested in the 9 point. And me personally, I like the look of the 9 points rack better. But this 8 point was a mature 5.5-year-old deer. I mean, he was the biggest deer body-wise any of us shot on this trip. So it was great to be able to see these 3 bucks out there feeding, hanging around, and then out of nowhere, which you'll see here shortly in the footage, they kind of all start skirting out, kind of getting out of there. And turns out there was javelinas. I've seen javelinas before, but I've never seen them and the actual effect they have on deer. They're not as bad as hogs, but deer wasn't too keen on being around when the javelinas was there. So the deer kind of, ease off once again, so now I'm thinking in my mind, okay, what if I don't get a shot? I know this deer's in the area, so in my mind I'm thinking, all right, tomorrow morning I'll come back in here, hopefully the javelinas won't be there. I know I got to go ahead on this deer, and I'll try to take him in, if not give another opportunity this afternoon. So, as you can see in the footage, I never get the 8-point back in frame. Actually, where he was located, he was off to my right. The camera was on my left, and no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get that camera turned and get him back into view to be able to get the kill shot on camera. I know my buddies, if they didn't kill this afternoon, one of them would be absolutely stoked to kill that 8-point. So I said, all right, I can get great footage of that. I'll go ahead, try to get a good shot on this deer, because I could see him perfect with the rifle. I just couldn't get the camera over there, and the javelins were still there. The 8-point didn't seem to mind him as much, but the 9-point I was after, he wasn't having any part of the javelinas. So, I made up my mind that, hey, I'm going to take this shot. I could get braced up real good, and, that's what I did. I let the 6.5 PRC eat and shot the deer, and he didn't go anywhere. So, now, super pumped. Glad I was able to make the shot. You'll see some pictures I throw up here in just a second of the deer, and then it was on to day 2. So we'll see what happens with day 2, and we'll hopefully see if my buddy can lay that big 8-point down.